What's up, guys? It's that time to see who caught my eye and got my money, this time for the month of July. And man, did I back a lot this time around. I got a little carried away, but that's a good thing. And before I continue, guys, if you would, just go ahead and subscribe for the reviews on everything you're going to see here in the near future. And give this video a thumbs up, I would certainly appreciate that. And now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and get on into it. So we start off with Kickstarter, and I did Rebound number 1. And to be fair, I couldn't help but make the Spider-Man reference there. They look pretty similar, different enough where I can understand that this is a different character. But I mean, some of the panels did look pretty close there too. And I don't know, I thought he looked kind of neat, so I wanted to check it out, see what it's all about. And then we have Pendragon: The Legend Foretold. It is a medieval story where historical characters are blended in with new and created characters. So that really intrigued me to kind of see how we're blending it in. Kind of a little bit reminds me of the at least the older Assassin's Creed games. I can't really say anything on this further because Ezio was like the last character that I played as in Assassin's Creed, so I don't know where they're at right now, but that doesn't matter. Next we have Wingless number 1. This is a bird born without wings and just trying to navigate the cruel animal kingdom in Central Park. Then we have Wolfgrave number 1. This is about a guy who thinks he's a werewolf and stalks people in the forest, and holy shit, does it look like it's pretty gruesome and graphic there. Be pretty interesting. Looks right up my alley there. And we have Rise 1 and 2. I went ahead and got them both, and really just kind of gave me some classic superhero feeling there. So wanted to see if that's what it looks like. And we have Confederate Monster, and I went ahead and backed 1 through 4 here. And if you've paid attention to some of my content here, you know I like different takes on old things. We're doing another Frankenstein monster tale, and you know I love Joe Frankenstein, so I'm willing to give this one a check just based off of a little twist on the Frankenstein monster again. We have Undead or Alive. Creature feature, always fun. Why not go with something from the swamp? We have Battle Panda 1 through 3. And the description itself got me. It said Goonies meets Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I like both of those things quite a bit, so let's see if that holds true. War Lion 1 and 2. We have a father and daughter teaming up to take on an evil tyrant who destroyed their lives. Good old revenge story, nothing wrong with that. Speaking of revenge stories, I'm gonna struggle with this name, but we're gonna power through, okay? Penguino's Revenge. It's Torment Parts 1 and 2. So basically, Penguin was killed and got sent down to hell, and now he needs to escape hell and exact his revenge. Sounds very interesting to me. And then we got a big old chungus here because I backed 8 copies of Freaks and Gods. And like I said before, creatures and monsters and things like that are definitely up my alley. Doesn't take much to really earn my money there. If your art looks good and I like the overall premise, I'm going to almost certainly back it. That's a pretty easy one for me. And then we have Baylor 1 through 3. It's a dark mythical fantasy. Guy's down on his luck and manages to inherit like a magical demon king powers, and we go on from there. Always sounds interesting to me. Curious to see if that's got like kind of a downside being like a demon power, or if it's all upside. I don't know. I've seen stories that will have both of those things. So definitely curious on that one. Then we're gonna go over to Fund My Comic now. We have Jisedai 1 and 2. It's a hero character protecting a girl from being sex trafficked. Sounds like it could get kind of depressing at times, so we'll see how this turns out. And we have another classic superhero feeling comic here at Heroic Tales comic book number 1, which is featuring the Patriarch. That's the superhero name there, and I don't know. I liked a whole lot of the look of it, so I wanted to take a look further and see how this dad is kind of balancing out a superhero life along with, fatherly tasks. It's pretty interesting to me. And then finally on Fund My Comic, we have A Saga of Sunsets, another fantasy stories, but with an orc main protagonist. And some of the elements like flying ships and stuff like that kind of give me some Final Fantasy IX vibes, and that is my favorite Final Fantasy. So that was enough just to win me over on that one. And then over on Indiegogo, we have Kordrath, The Awakening. Another fantasy series with undead creatures, Conan-like protagonists. Nothing wrong with this, so curious to see what we have here. And then The Embrace 2, and even though I have yet to receive the first copy, I felt strong enough about that series so far to go ahead and just back the second one. I didn't feel like I'm taking a huge risk. Like I said, that first panel from the first one really kind of made me feel a certain kind of way. So I'm just like, man, this looks like it's going to be a really good story, and I didn't want to miss out on the second one. And then finally on Indiegogo, we have Perfect 10, number 5. And if you've seen all my off the cuffs on 1 through 4 so far, I like the series, and I'm happy to give Dave more of my money and continue that story. And over on Rippaverse, I did go ahead and back Gooding, and I wasn't too big on this character, and then I saw the trailer and thought, okay, this could be pretty interesting. He's kind of the everything emergency wise for this like little town here, like a detective, a firefighter, a paramedic, and that sounded actually pretty interesting to me. So I went ahead and checked it out. And we'll see how that goes. And then finally, from Avalon Comics, I went ahead and backed the entire collection, numbers 1 through 5. And to put it simply, the creator reached out to me and asked me to do a review, and I will only do a review on things that I purchase. So, that's all that there needs to be said. I have no problems doing that for people. I'm not going to show any favoritism. So if I don't like it, I'm going to say as much. But again, the overall goal is not to shit on anybody's product. Whether, comic or movie or whatever, I'm not trying to like crap all over it. I will try to point out good things even if I think the whole thing is trash. So, but from what I took a look into things. I'm like, okay, I like the art. That's a plus. That's a start. And the story seemed pretty interesting. So I am optimistic as to how I feel about this one, and I should be getting that one here shortly. So expect some off the cuffs on that before I throw it in and get things ready for doing full on reviews on it. And that's it for this month, but holy crap. I couldn't even fit all these covers on the thumbnail for this video. Like, I have a shit ton. Again, great thing to have. This is a good problem. So, but yeah, again, that's all I got for this month. So until next time, take care and God bless.